As Rachel said, my name is Dickon Johnson. I'm the CEO and founder of Themis, an award-winning digital financial crime platform based here in ADGM. And I'm really excited today to be announcing the publication of our new report, Risk 4.0, Managing the Financial Crime Risks of the Fourth Industrial Revolution. So I've got a copy here, and my friends are at the door. If you would like a copy, you can scan it using the QR code, or you can take one of the postcards on your way out as well. This is a report that covers the impact of emerging technologies on financial crime, and it's been very much written in partnership with the Executive Office of Anti-Money Laundering and Counter-Terrorism Financing and with ADGM. The report launches today, right here and now, so you are the first to see it for all of you here at Abu Dhabi Finance Week. So why are we talking about technology risks in this great center of innovation? We've heard lots of talks before about how technology can be used as a really strong force for good in the fight against financial crime. And that is true. As a founder of a financial crime tech company, I believe passionately in that. But we must also understand the risks as well. 2024 is set to be a major inflection point for technology globally, with AI chatbots, synthetic identities, 3D printing, and virtual assets all continuing to make headlines. And so it's important to understand the good, the bad, and the ugly of emerging tech, and importantly, the way criminals are using some of this cutting-edge technology to steal our data, our money, our identities, and in some cases, even cause a threat to life. Now, it's not all that bad. At Themis, we understand the tremendously positive role that technology can play in fighting financial crime, and we've spent the last 4 years building the next generation of advanced AI-powered solutions so that we can easily assimilate and make sense of millions and millions and millions of data points, structured and unstructured data points, to make sure that you don't have any direct or indirect or unwanted connections to organized crime, fraudsters, and other forms of criminality. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, and natural language processing all allow us to connect the dots in new ways, exposing hidden connections, patterns, and links to illicit activity. And in so doing, it gives us the tools to stop criminals in their tracks and prevent them from causing that damage to people, to businesses, to society, and to the environment, as we talked about earlier. The UAE has invested a lot of money into tech such as ours, and it's incredible to see the ecosystems we have here in Abu Dhabi, with the Executive Office of AML and CTF, ADGM, Hub 71, and others all providing the space and infrastructure for developers to keep innovating. The UAE is rapidly becoming recognized as a global leader leveraging tech in the fight against financial crime. And there are many, many more examples of the impressive work being done here to leverage tech for good. But at the same time, let's take stock of the financial crime vulnerabilities that new tech creates as well. And that's really the impetus of this report. So we need to understand how criminals are leveraging this technology in order to ensure that we can protect ourselves and our businesses against these threats. We've all watched as generative AI has come to dominate the tech landscape over the past year or two. And whilst there is so much good in this power, there is increasing concern over the use of things like chatbots being used to write highly sophisticated, convincing language for phishing and for other scams. And indeed, some of my own team members have received emails and WhatsApps reportedly from me in my language and in my style, celebrating their successes. If only I was that nice for them. Another increasing risk is the use of deep fakes and other synthetic media. The number of deepfake-related scams undertaken globally in the first 3 months of 2023 has far outstripped the whole of 2022 by a large margin. So in just 3 months this year, there are more deepfake scams than the whole of the year before. So you see the emergence of that as a use by criminals to capture their audience. The Internet of Things. So devices are also increasingly being exploited by criminals. With over 15 billion connected IoT devices globally at the start of 2023, criminals are targeting them to carry out crimes such as data theft and denial of service attacks. And we see also in the report examples where even health systems are being targeted, pacemakers. Now you can imagine the damage that that can cause. This is scary stuff. But the key question for us all is, what can we do about these risks? Financial crime cuts across all sectors of the economy and so must be tackled through a whole system response. And we heard that a little bit earlier with Mohammed Charlo's panel. At Themis, we like to work collaboratively with both the public and the private sector to help companies with the systems and tools that they need to detect these threats and tackle these issues. We're protecting firms from both the legal and regulatory risk, but also the reputational damage that may incur with any of these unwanted associations. So our research report therefore seeks to be of practical value for both the public sector here and the private sector, who are looking to deploy the next generation of technology for good within their firms to stay one step ahead of those criminal activities. The report covers key threats and examples of what goes wrong, but also can look at key recommendations that firms can use to protect themselves from this threat. And with that in mind, I would like to invite our research partner, the Executive Office of Anti-Money Laundering and Counter-Terrorist Financing, to present some of the report's key recommendations. It's been an absolute pleasure to collaborate with them on this project. So ladies and gentlemen, if I could ask you to welcome onto the stage Ismail Mohammed, Senior Legal Advisor for the UAE Federal Government, Executive Office of Anti-Money Laundering and Counter-Terrorism Financing. Thank you very much.